All right, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Foggy and Life, taking place here on Last Refuge. Over here on the bottom left-hand side, I believe this is Foggy. I'm not 100% sure, as both of these players are in fact playing Night Elf. So, with that said and done, I'll probably just refer to them as Red and Blue throughout the rest of the matchup. Am I going to purposely switch colors here? There we go. Yep, there. I finally matched the population and here right there. Thank you for the follow, Innocent. Good to know that my time here on Twitch is not for naught, as we are looking at an Altar of Elders, Moonwell, and an Ancient of War being built off to the south next to this Goblin Merchant Shop. Pretty much I'm expecting to see a very, very similar type of gameplay and opening from both of these players. Tree of Life getting up some Wisp, no surprises there. And then I believe the Night Elf players, both of them should be able to get into a maximum 50 supply early on just because they want Moonwells. Moonwells incredibly important to have them filled up early on. They are one of your major ways of getting healed. What do you think about the rumors about WarCraft, remastered WarCraft 3 or WarCraft 4? I would assume more remastered WarCraft 3 than WarCraft 4, or just some real balance updates to WarCraft 3. I know a lot of the community has been wanting balance updates for WarCraft 3, and even the makers, or even Blizzard and the people in charge of the StarCraft 2 remastered had said we need to have a little bit more balance before we even try and do any sort of a remastering. Yes, Arya? This is my last stream.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
All right. Back down across here. My daughter's pointing to the screen. Hey, action's happening, Daddy. You're distracted. Yes, I am. Demon Hunter going to go ahead and finish off the Ogre Magi. It's going to get taken down. Let's see. Item is going to be a Scroll of the Beast, as the unit is now attempting to back off. Let's take a look. Demon Hunter now backing off here. I may have to take that call. Hold on a second. Nope. Arya, can you please get my phone for me? It's upstairs. On my nightstand. All right, Demon Hunter gonna go ahead, take out the Forest Troll Trapper, and get taken back out here. Who distracted Daddy in the first place? All right, Ancient of War now heading back down across here. Pretty much, you guys know what was gonna happen there. Demon Hunter, Ancient of War taking all the damage, while if you are a strong player, having the Demon Hunter and archers getting in those last hits, getting the Demon Hunter up to level 2. 2 items were dropped. It looked as though the Demon Hunter may have gotten, I would say, Wand of Mana Stealing, based on the fact that he no longer has that item. Consumable items were dropped from that Ogre Magi there. A Potion of Greater Mana could have been the other item there. But if it was a Potion of Greater Mana, it could have been held on to and saved for another hero later on. Only the Wand of Mana Stealing is kind of a useless item in this matchup because, well, mana burn negates most of it so quickly. Claws of Attack +6 has been picked up. Demon Hunter now up at level 3. Demon Hunter down across here, gonna finish off this 4-3-3 creep camp as well. Double archers, finishing off, getting in a little bit of damage, as we do see Evasion has been teched. Ensnare going down on that Forest Troll Trapper. How that Forest Troll Trapper even saw that archer, I do not know. Back down to the south. Wisp, 2 Wisp, actually one on the high ground, one on the low ground, just spotting each other there as the units are getting away from each other. All right, no calls on my phone, so I'm in a good position. Meanwhile, back down to the south, you can see Ogre Magi 5-3-3 creep camp gonna get cleared out. Demon Hunter will get to level 3 and most likely will use the replenishment potion, excuse me, after this creep camp is cleared up, hopefully negating some of the heavy strain on Moonwells early on. Demon Hunter, Scourge Bone Chimes now picked up. Demon Hunter now. Yep, there is an illusionary Demon Hunter right there. Demon Hunter now going to go ahead and clear off the remainder of the creep camp. Tome of Agility picked up. Now finishing off the remainder of those units, as the low hit point archer should be backing off. All right, Demon Hunter regaining a bit of health. Gonna pick up a Tome of Strength and now make its rounds out. Now, in a Night Elf versus Night Elf mirror match, are we perhaps going to be looking at a Keeper of the Grove as the second hero? Keeper of the Grove, and then Dryads, Bears has been a common strategy. I have not seen a lot of Night Elf mirror matches lately, so there may be a switch, as it's going to be an Ancient of Wind. Read that word. Yep, that's an Ancient of Wind.
Our warriors have engaged
Oh,
the enemy.
I don't know. Maybe you did. Go back upstairs. Go patron. All right, this is a Healing Ward Demon Hunter with Vampiric Aura, Forest Troll High Priest. Gonna go ahead and get cleared out. And it looks as, yeah, that is the Naga Sea Witch. Very good. All right, my daughter's like, hey, I see a witch. And I'm like, what witch? Daddy, look at the screen. There's a Naga Sea Witch on the screen. Oh, okay, my bad. It's why there are tavern heroes that you can hire. So even though this is not a Night Elf, okay, the Naga and the Night Elf, that's a complicated story. I'm not going to explain that to my daughter just quite yet. Even though this is not a Night Elf, this Naga Sea Witch will work with the Demon Hunter. All right, let's go ahead and get back into this right now. Demon Hunter going after the Ogre Lord will be able to clear it out. Demon Hunter will get to level 4. Help with this one Healing Ward, doing a great job keeping all of these units alive. Hood of Cunning now picked up by the Demon Hunter, as well as the Ogre Magi will get taken down. Naga Sea Witch getting up to level 2. Strange, though, that the Naga Sea Witch is being used here, but more for a late game strategy. I've often said that the Naga Sea Witch is more of an early pressure, try to pick off units as they are running, but in this instance, it may be, well, I'm not so sure anymore. It is dual Ancients of Wind with Mastery training getting underway as we are going into Tree of Eternity. Demon Hunter, Keeper of the Grove, this was the strategy that I was expecting, and now that I think about it, Foggy is the one who normally plays, well, non-standard strategies, so maybe the red Night Elf player is Foggy, and Life is the blue one, going for Ancients of Lore, and then eventually going for Druids of the Claw. Back... Alright, Keeper of the Grove with that Vampiric Aura. Demon Hunter now wandering back around here. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits right there as we're taking a look back off to the north here. Demon Hunter going to be heading off to the north here. He said that Blizzard is trying to make this one a better remaster since StarCraft. Thank you for the follow, as well as the Demon Hunter. Red Demon Hunter being very aggressive. Going to be able to clear out both of the red creep camps away from his opponent. The use of the Healing Ward was actually extremely aggressive, and by doing so, he did not fall behind. Crystal Ball has been dropped right there. Demon Hunter sitting at level 4. Naga Sea Witch sitting at 3. Druids of the Talon are already at Adept training. And this upcoming fight is going to be very, very odd. All right, let's take a look at it. Forest Troll Berserker going to get taken out. Forest Troll High Priest going to get taken out. Tome of Strength is picked up. He said that Blizzard is trying to make this one a better remaster. The StarCraft, I didn't say the StarCraft remaster wasn't received well. I was saying that the WarCraft remastered, they wanted to get it to a better balancing point. Anyways, let's go ahead. Demon Hunter going after the Gargantuan Sea Turtle here. Going to go ahead and pick off those units. Let's take a look. Naga Sea Witch does pick up the Claws of Attack +6. Has the Vampiric Aura. That's a little bit of a strange item there, as we see Boots of Speed now picked up by the Naga Sea Witch once more. Druids of the Talon, Dryad. This is going to get very bad here. Scroll of Town Portal used in just a second in order to get out of a tight spot, as the majority of all of those units are going to get back home. All right, Druids of the Talon are at Mastery training. The problem is going to be the Dryads. Dryads are going to be able to remove Cyclone very, very fast. But then again, the Druids of the Talon, if they just have Fairy Fire across multiple bears, perhaps the bears will just get focused down that way. Mountain Giants. All right, Mountain Giants now out onto the field. The Mountain Giant going to make its way back over. Are we going to perhaps see an Abolish Magic there? And as we take a look, Mountain Giants, I can't tell who has the more unorthodox strategy right now. I don't remember the last time I saw Mountain Giants in a game. I don't remember the last time I saw Druids of the Talon in a Druid of the Talons in a Night Elf mirror match. It's not common either way.
Research finished.
So, very, very unorthodox game here so far. Tree of Life is currently scouted out, so it may get pressured here in just a moment. Dryad tries to push its way through and then realizes, hey, I do not want to be sticking into this fight right now. 49 supply compared to 50. Both sides fairly even. Both sides most likely racking up a bit of a bank right now. Yeah, 700 and 1200. Both sides not wanting to break into low upkeep. This is Life versus Foggy here on Last Refuge. Back down across here, Demon Hunter now pulling back once again. Demon Hunter does have Orb of Venom, a Naga Sea Witch, only two heroes right now, not going for a third. Keeper of the Grove with a Vampiric Aura and also the Thorns Aura may make it extremely difficult for those Mountain Giants to get taken down. The reason why I say this is because it is normally a normal attack. A normal attack that takes down Mountain Giants. Yes, this is a replay. Let's go ahead and get into a fight here. Ancient of War. Demon Hunter going to make its way through. You can see our attacks back. Damage is being reflected back. Demon Hunter, mana burns. Again, trying to make its way, trying to take down some of these units. Keeper of the Grove getting mana burned once more. The Cyclone constantly picking up and dropping those Mountain Giants. Mountain Giants, however, as you remember, do not are fairly magic resistant and do not get taken down, nor do they take that much damage from those units at all. We are finally at low upkeep. 58 compared to 50, 59 compared to 51 right now, as both sides are starting to build their proper armies. You can see Druids of the Talon are all here ready to go. Are they going to be able to counter the Mountain Giants and the Dryads? That just sounds like a horrible, horrible strategy to try and execute. At the same time, Mountain Giants with Thorns Aura, they have so much damage that they can absorb. That can cause problems as well. This Ancient of War march going to the south, but completely bypassing all of these units off to the north. Let's take a look. Well, Mountain Giants are naturally magic resistant as well, and they also have siege damage, so they're going to be able to deal bonus damage if they get within range of these Druids of the Talon. All right. Let's take a look back across here. Units are now making their way out. You can see Ogre Maulers are being added up. Red Warrior, sorry, this is not live. Well, I guess I am live, technically, as the Ancient of War and Tree of Life being built off here. All right, here in comes the engagement. Both sides are going to be pressuring. Who is going to be using the Scroll of Town Portal first? The Mountain Giants with those giant clubs able to deal a lot of damage. They do, in fact, deal sealed damage if this Mountain Giant wanted to pick up another tree. All right, Mountain the Giant making their way forward. Mass production now getting underway, trying to take down the Tree of Eternity. Tree of Eternity does have 7 armor, as this tree is now taking a lot of damage. All right, let's take a look. Massive repairs are underway. Meanwhile, back across on the other side, Druids of the Talon, Fork Lightning taking down a lot of Wisp here, as the units are now continuing to put that pressure. Who is going to end up taking the most damage? Naga Sea Witch now sitting at level 4, could try and go for another one. This is a base race to see who ends up taking more damage on their Tree of Eternity. 7 armor compared to 2 armor. No armor on the blue Ancient, and that's why it gets taken down first. Ancient of Lores taking a lot of damage back down to the south here. Ancient of War is coming into position, and this is just turning into a straight base race. Who is going to come out ahead? Ancient of War versus Ancient of War, but 7 armor obviously better than 2, as these units are going to be going back at it again. Archers going to town, trying to finish down these Moonwells. Ancient of War is going to be able to clear out these creep camps, and everyone is going to be taking a large amount of damage. What's going to be happening here? 53 supply compared to 55. What you see is what you get. Using a healing ward to try and heal back up this army, and that is going to be key. You cannot move away from here right now, but the Keeper of the Grove still has 2 additional healing wards. Back down to the south, more buildings are getting taken out again. This is a strange game. Not quite sure how this is all going to unfold. Another Tree of Life here. You see a Tree of Life here. The main buildings, however, some tech still available. 53 supply compared to 55. Are there any additional Wisp in order to just train up more buildings? That is the big question once more, as you do see there's a Tree of Life off to the 10 o'clock position. Units now bypassing each other, making their way back down to the south. And, well, hard to tell by the minimap who is actually in the lead. Ancient of War going to take a lot of damage. And I'm looking at this game right now, wondering how quickly it can come to an end. Fork Lightning going down as the Keeper of the Grove, well, with Vampiric Aura and Thorns Aura, able to reflect back some of the damage. Do Ancients of War, do they actually take Thorns Aura damage? I'm not 100% sure. Well, they are attacking, so let's see. Yeah, they might actually be taking some of that damage back. No real easy way for me to take a look at this right now as the Demon Hunter pushing back their way through. There is still a healing ward keeping up many of these units, finally getting that taken down. Units are all now backing back off once again. 42 supply compared to 49. Population limit shows a very, very big discrepancy because one side still has a good number of Moonwells and Tree of Lives. All right, Mountain Giants looking to back up here. Keeper of the Grove does not have any more healing wards. That is important as the armies are going to get weaker and weaker. Cyclone picking up the Demon Hunter. Well, the Mountain Giants just absolutely attacking away onto some of these units as the Ancients of War are now in that front line as well. The Ancient of War actually having the right type of armor and better attack against those Mountain Giants, but still moving a little bit more slowly. Demon Hunter sitting at 5. Back down to the south, Moonwells are being built. You can see an Entangled Gold Mine here. New Entangled Gold Mine there as well. No additional buildings being constructed as the units are trying to run back every which way. 38 supply compared to 49. And we're taking a look. Oh, Entangle onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter in serious trouble. Can he get taunted? No, he is not going to get taunted, but this is a very, very narrow spot to be fighting in. You do not want to be engaged right here as a Cyclone picks up the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove now backs off again. But what type of healing can be done? All right, Tree of Life going to be in serious trouble right here. Demon Hunter down to 216 hit points. The Tree of Life could start attacking back. Mountain Giant with range attack going to be able to do a lot right there. It looks like a Scroll of Healing was used as the Naga Sea Witch is trying to get into position as well. Tree of Life down to 400 hit points, down to 300. It could get taken down. Cyclone picks up some more units as we now see a Fairy Dragon joining in on the fight. Keeper of the Grove now with level 2 Thorns Aura, most likely, yeah, going to be able to absorb more. The Druids of the Talon, can they do that much against this army? And all you have to do is outrun the Ancients of War. It's like getting crushed to death by a slow-moving ball. If you don't get out of the way, well, that's your fault. Tree of Life now making its way back around, gonna get healed back up once more though. And right now, all the red Night Elf player is doing is he's trying to force an engagement where his Ancients of War are at. Demon Hunter still engaging back across here. Demon Hunter now trying to pull back, does have a potion of healing as the units are now pulling back again. All right. Mountain Giant's going to be heading back here. You can see one Moonwell. You want to get that taken out before they're able to heal anything from it. And it looks like that's going to be exactly that. Moonwell off to the north here. That is going to be doing a little bit of healing. Drops a whole bunch of items and picks them back up. Keeper of the Grove now back up to full hit points again. All right, this Entangled Gold Mine is still okay. Moonwells are being constructed. Gold is still being mined. It is difficult to keep track. It is 2 bases to 1 right now, as still it is still no one's game just quite yet. All right, what's happening? Units are now making their way, trying to run away from all of those units. Perhaps no Staff of Preservation. Demon Hunter mana burn, trying to take down these units. Demon Hunter does have a potion of healing. He does not want to use it though. Gonna be able to get away back off to the north again. These Moonwells perhaps should be attacked before nightfall hits so that there is no more additional healing going on. Meanwhile, minimap showing a bunch of buildings that are not really there. All right, Tree of Life trying to train up more units, unable to do so. Moonwells are not yet done, not yet completed. Finally gonna be able to train up some more units once again as, well, Mountain Giants do show up to the party once more. Dryads dancing back and forth. Ancients of War making their way back off to the north. Are they gonna be able to finish off their opponent right now, as the Mountain Giants, well, they did not pick up the clubs in order to try and take down these Moonwells here. All right, the Ancient of Wonder is actually going to be able to deal a good amount of damage back across, as the Dryads now need to get away. This is going to be a bit of a problem. Are they fast enough? Yes, they are. Demon Hunter. Well, Dryads now poking back a different direction, as the Dryads getting in some easy damage under those Druids of the Talon. You saw a Wisp off over here. No Tree of Life being built just quite yet. As we're taking a look, yes, Ancient of Wonder is now getting taken down, as we could also see the Ancient of Wind taken out as well. Back down to the south, the Ancients of War are trying to re-get into position. You can see more Moonwells are getting established, more healing underway. All of these Moonwells should have been built before nightfall to try and maximize the amount of healing. Yep, they did. You heard me correctly. Okay, go back upstairs.
Giants.
Yes, Mountain Giants. All right, Dryads now showing up to the party. Moonwells are going to get slowly picked apart here. Range, incredibly important, and the Dryads with their fast movement speed and magic immunity makes it so that they can run without that much, well, without being concerned far too much. However, the Forest Troll Berserker are going to get into that position there. Mountain Giant's going to be coming across. Let's take a look. That Tree of Life could be in problems, as the Mountain Giant going to go ahead and engage. No, well, nope. Tree of Life going to try and dance back and forth. Let's see what's going to be going down here. Keeper of the Grove does get an entangle. Mana Burn trying to finish off some units. There is a Cyclone. Demon Hunter in serious trouble. Does get Staff to Preservation and going to heal back up. But what about the remaining units? Demon Hunter gets some easy damage onto a Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant slowly taking damage from that Orb of Venom, as it is retreating back once more. 2 Ancients of Wind are all that are left. Meanwhile, Dryads now still trying to poke their way back here. Nothing left in this main base at all, as the Demon Hunter wants to get to level 6. Level 5, level 4. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the other end. This is going to be a level 5, level 4 as well. This Gargantuan Sea Turtle going to drop a useful item. Boots of Speed. Naga Sea Witch, well, I guess can wear 2 sets of boots. I'm not quite sure how that works. Or is the Demon Hunter going to get a pair? Yes, Demon Hunter now has a pair of Boots of Speed as well. Red is finally being able to reestablish, getting in more Ancients of War, training up mass archers. Ogre Warrior now joining in as a Golem, may be able to get in some slow. Mana Burn onto the Demon Hunter. Ogre Mauler currently out of commission, getting entangled right here, right now. What is happening? He's going to try and rejoin in on this fight. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter, Fork Lightning, Entangle, Demon Hunter in serious trouble. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability could be used. It looks like he's not going to be using that just quite yet. Both sides with very good items, but still, they have not had to use them at all. Both sides playing very conservatively. 65 supply compared to 50. Demon Hunter sitting at, well, level 5 still. Are they going to be able to engage? One Ancient of War slowly making the trek over, decides to back off. As you see, many Druid of the Talon, and that that Fairy Fire with Revealing is becoming a bit of an issue. More mercenaries are getting added. As you now see, it is 2 bases to 2 bases. These 2 bases here against these 2 bases, yeah. This is not your standard game by any stretch of the imagination. And so far, no one has a clear path to victory as of yet. Keeper of the Grove going to be heading back off to the north. Demon Hunter sitting at level 5, uses that Moonwell, did not drop the Circlet of Nobility. Shame on him, as the Keeper of the Grove now makes its way through the tree line. Alright, Moonwells all here, ready to go. Lots and lots of Moonwells. We are looking at a 70 supply compared to a 64. Blue and red both able to reestablish, but who's going to come out on top? Mountain Giants, well, do have a lot of hit points to heal, and we'll see where they're going to be traveling to next. As an Ancient of War, well, going to be forced to try and get healed back up. Mana Burn exchange right there, missing the targets once more. Keeper of the Grove, Entangle as the Demon Hunter. Potion of Invulnerability coming across. There's a taunt. Mountain Giant now purposely trying to back off. Huntresses joining in on the fight as well. That I don't know if I quite agree with that, as the Druids of the Talon going to go ahead and engage. Cyclone picks up those units. Units are going to be dropped back down. One Huntress quickly gets taken out. Dryads, Ancient of War in that front line. Ogre Mauler still trying to fight back. You can see how slow that Mountain Giant is attacking. as the units are now trying to get back every which way. There's a big taunt right there. Down goes an Ogre Mauler as the, well, units are still getting picked and dropped back off. 75 supply compared to 67. Mountain Giants backing off again, as the units are still, well, dancing a bit back and forth. If the Demon Hunter gets to level 6, well, even if he is at level 6, Metamorphosis is very difficult to pull off in a Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter mirror match because of those mana burns. Demon Hunter now making its way back across here. You can see the Ancient of Winds are now trying to get away. They're going to slowly get picked apart here, but at the cost of an expansion and a gold mine. How is all this going to get played out, as the Ancient of Wind taking far too much damage, going to get taken out? Is it going to give a level to a hero? No, it is not, as the Ancient of Wind here now is going to start fighting back once more. Vampiric Aura onto the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter going to be able to heal back a good amount of hit points. Meanwhile, Mountain Giant, I think he is healing up a bit as well, as we're looking at this base getting taken out. This massive Druid of the Talon army being able to walk across the map fairly efficiently. Meanwhile, Goblin Sappers, where are they running to? That is going to be huge. Where are they going to be going? Can they suicide themselves onto a tree? That is the big question. They're heading back. Wait, what's going on here? Goblin Sappers, they could take a lot of damage. They're going to be running back down to the south. Both sides, who's going to end up losing their units faster? Let's take a look down across here. Oh, Wisp trying to get into harm's way. Are they going to be able to get there? There's one Goblin Sapper. Are they going to be able to take down more? Another Goblin Sapper takes them down, but the Wisp were all able to hide inside. No more mining at that base there, but it may not matter, as the main, well, what is left of a main base getting under heavy distress. Druids of the Talon pushing their way up this ramp. Goblin Sapper says, you know what? If you can do it, I can do it too. And it does, in fact, take down all of those trees, and that is going to be the game. Goblin Sappers winning the game for red, and that should be the end of that. You can see Mountain Giants back across over here. Massive repairing on this Tree of Ages. Goblin Shredder going to go ahead, actually be able to take down a Mountain Giant, as all of the attention is diverted elsewhere. That is the game. Blue takes this game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I am off to be a good father today, and hope you guys enjoyed it. If anyone knows if there's any room in like the current WarCraft invite that Blizzard is hosting, that would be great. Highly recommend me. I do live close by. Yeah. Thanks.